The Genesis GT90 emerges as a bold statement from Genesis, a luxury brand already making waves with its refined sedans and SUVs, stepping into the rarefied air of grand touring coupes and, perhaps, convertible options, thereby signaling the brand's ambition to go beyond comfortable executive transport into a more emotive, aspirational, performance-inflected territory. According to recent reports, the GT90, which may carry the G90 Coupe nameplate, is expected to launch in the 2026 timeframe and will challenge established luxury GT models by blending sumptuous comfort, thoughtful craftsmanship, advanced technology, and a powertrain calibrated for both effortless long-distance cruising and refined acceleration rather than raw track race behavior. What's especially interesting is that Genesis appears to position this car not as a hardcore sports car rival but as a luxury grand tourer, a car you'd happily drive for hours across continents, in comfort, with authority, and then still feel the thrill if you choose to put your foot down. For example, one source indicates the GT90 will use a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine derived from the sedan's power unit, possibly augmented with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, putting out somewhere in the region of 415 horsepower and a high level of torque, while also being backed by advanced suspension technologies like adaptive air suspension and rear-wheel steering for high-speed stability and in-town agility. That means the GT90 aims to deliver the kind of smooth, composed ride expected in a premium big sedan while also providing the kind of dynamic competence you'd expect in a luxury coupe, with rear-wheel drive architecture, likely an all-wheel drive option, and handling hardware tuned to make the car feel planted but never harsh. Design-wise, while full production images have yet to surface, the GT90 is thought to retain the sweeping, elegant proportions and premium finish of its sedan counterpart while adopting a sleeker, two-door body style and possibly a convertible variant that lowers the roofline, tightens the stance, and visually signals performance without abandoning luxury refinement. Inside, one can expect Genesis's signature meticulous attention to materials, soft leathers, real wood or metal trim, ambient lighting, a minimalist but tech-rich cabin layout, large digital displays, and occupant-centric comfort features for both driver and passengers, including advanced connectivity and likely a top-tier audio system. From a luxury ownership standpoint, the GT90 promises high levels of convenience and exclusivity. Features such as 4-zone or even bespoke climate controls, massaging seats, rear passenger comfort amenities if the car allows 4 seats, custom drive modes, potentially semi-autonomous driving aids, and advanced active safety systems. The positioning of the GT90 is particularly noteworthy. Genesis seems intent on entering a segment traditionally dominated by the likes of the BMW 8 Series, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class Coupe, and the Lexus LC, and even reaching toward the kind of grand touring clientele that might consider a Bentley Continental GT, though naturally at a lower price point. According to one recent report, the GT90 might start in the mid-$100,000 United States dollars range, which will place it as the halo model for the brand, and the first Genesis to breach the $100,000 barrier in some markets, giving it the prestige of a flagship, with all the attendant expectations of craftsmanship, desirability, and exclusivity. That said, because it is a new segment for Genesis, potential buyers should mind a few caveats. Early powertrain figures and features are still speculative. The company hasn't released full official specs yet, so durability, real-world fuel economy, maintenance and parts. Network support, especially in markets outside North America, Korea, will need to be assessed. Likewise, a GT-oriented car often carries higher running costs, premium tires, higher insurance, and potentially lower everyday comfort if you lean too far into the sports side of tuning. So if you're located in a region like Pakistan or considering import, you'll want to check how well Genesis supports the model locally, whether the chassis engine variants are calibrated for local climate fuel, how spare parts availability is handled, and how the landed cost including duties and taxes compares with local luxury alternatives. Importantly, the GT90's value proposition will hinge on how it balances exclusivity and usability. If it simply replicates sedan comfort with a coupe body, it might appeal more to luxury buyers who value presence and comfort. If it truly delivers a dynamic edge while retaining the refinement, then it could become a standout in its class. For someone contemplating such a vehicle, the key questions to consider will be how many GT90 units will be produced and whether it will remain rare, whether the two-door or convertible body style sacrifices everyday practicality, cargo space, rear seat usability compared to sedan counterparts, how the driving experience, steering weight, suspension feedback, noise levels balances comfort with sport, and how well the ownership ecosystem, warranty, service program, resale value supports a high-end niche Genesis offering. In summary, the 2026 Genesis GT90 represents an ambitious, exciting next step for the brand, blending luxury craftsmanship, advanced engineering, refined performance and head-turning design into a single package that aspires to deliver much more than just beautiful transport. It aims to deliver a complete grand touring experience. If it hits its spec targets and supports the ownership reality well, it could offer serious value relative to European rivals, giving buyers a chance to drive a near-flagship luxury coupe or convertible with distinct Genesis character, high levels of tech, and premium comfort, all while still being somewhat under the radar compared to some more established luxury prestige marques. When it arrives, if I were you, I'd check how the local spec maps to the global version, e.g., engine, transmission, options, how the pricing stacks up with import duty in your region, and whether the service network supports such a niche model. But overall, the GT90 is poised to be one of the most interesting luxury cars to watch in the near future.